I'm showing you the absolutely splendid tabletopics. Our torturers anointed Mike. Please welcome Mike.
Torture table topics? No. Table topics are a chance for those people who didn't have a speaking role in our meeting to get up and get an opportunity to speak during the meeting. Well, we don't have a lot of people who don't have a speaking role. I could call on Banga, but she's our timer and she needs to time the table topics. So I'm in a dilemma, and the dilemma is very easily solved. I'm going to call for volunteers, but I'm going to be very specific because I've got some specific table topics I'm interested in, and I'm looking for somebody who's interested in doing table topics, but also participates in an outdoor sport or recreation. Do we have somebody like that? If so, raise their hand. Okay, so I've got 4 people to choose from. So I'm going to start with Ankana because she needs an opportunity to speak tonight and she hasn't come up yet. Well, are you doing the evaluation, still working on your evaluation?
That's okay, yeah. I can answer.
Okay, so the question for your table topic tonight is, what do you do in your outdoor recreation or sport when you are playing it or doing it and inclement weather arrives? Please welcome Ankana.
I presume inclement arrive in, what's the term?
Rain.
Rain. Yes.
You don't get snow here.
Yes, rain. At least it's not hurricane. I will turn to be a chicken. I am not brave when it comes to the power of nature. I think there's no reason to try to be so mighty and stand up to the mother nature. If it's lightning, I'm going inside. I don't care to play golf, it doesn't matter. I'm leading or about to win, I'm going inside. Now, I'm saying that maybe you would think that I'm not competitive. I really am competitive. But the thing is, I'm not afraid to lose. Now, that's a different kind of things when it comes about playing sport. I have learned that it doesn't matter. If you can take the loss graciously, you learn so much more. Mr. Toastmaster.
Now I'm looking for somebody who plays particularly a sport that involves precision or accuracy. Do you have somebody who plays a sport? Okay, so David, it's for you. I want you to describe a time when playing your sport when you weren't as accurate and tell us how you dealt with that during your game.
I play a sport called IDPA, International Defensive Pistol Association. It's simulated combat with handguns. You shoot at targets, silhouette targets, some of which are shoot, in other words, hostile, and some of which are no shoot, not hostile. You're supposed to shoot the hostile targets, not shoot the hostile targets. I'm actually quite accurate. I generally compete on the basis of accuracy rather than speed. There are plenty of people that are faster than me, but most of the people that I compete against aren't as accurate. However, I do occasionally, due to my flying vision, sometimes have trouble, especially at distance and in low light, telling the hostile from the non-hostile targets. And I will occasionally make very accurate shots and very accurate hits on the non-hostile targets. So that's not really an instance of inaccuracy, but inaccurate identification, which I suppose answers the question. Mr. Tabletopics.
focus tonight was on recreation because I got a chance to, my professor canceled class today and I got a chance to go out and play some disc golf. And of course we got a little sprinkle, so being inclement weather. I'm looking now for somebody who recreates in something that we might consider unusual. And I don't imagine what it is. I'm not going to imagine what it is. I'm just looking for somebody who might have an unusual recreation. And George has volunteered. So please help me welcome George.
Mr. Topic Master, I appreciate the question. I have told people this before and been left with something between confusion, disbelief. I haven't found anybody who thought it was funny. And here's the point. I'm going to tell it in the form of a story. I had a failure of a valve in my toilet tank, the thing that controls the flow of water, a couple of years ago. I enjoy fixing something that works. I honestly do. Even my wife, who should appreciate this, it's not funny, it doesn't even seem to be relevant. But I told her I'm going to save this valve because it is so well designed. I simply read about 3 instructions, did exactly what it said, and it worked. It still worked. I saved the old valve because I told her I'm someday going to tell a story about this at Toastmasters. But I honestly say and suggest to y'all, you consider finding a hobby such as the enjoyment of something that's fixed as a result of your own innovation, slight expense, and the satisfaction you get from it. I recommend it. Mr. Topic.
Thank you. I think, well, actually, we're probably running long, so I'm going to return control of the meeting to our Toastmasters. Please welcome back to the lecture.